What's going on? It's your girl Fathom DJ here with another Sunday's Truth. So you know we got to talk, right? We got to talk. We got to have this conversation. I know you're afraid to be alone with yourself. I know you are. I understand it. But you have to do that work because you're preparing for change and you need it, and it requires you to be alone. So I will give you a better understanding of how I know that this is real. So about 4 years ago, I was hanging out with a bunch of vampires. There's no other way for me to put it. Some of you who know me personally probably saw my weight loss. And, you know, a girl has some really great moments of eating right. And depending on who I'm around at the time, it may determine, you know, what I eat and how my weight fluctuates. I try to do what I can, but I was around a bunch of vampires who were emotionally draining and sucking my life source. I spiraled downward. I had to disconnect myself from mostly everyone because everyone who I was around doing projects with, who I was working on things with, who were simply friends and others, were taking all of my energy, taking all that I had, and I had to disconnect. What happened in my disconnection? I was dark, just like I am right now because I'm going south. I was dark. I had moments of depression. I had thoughts of suicide. And it was pretty much based on the fact that I did not know what I was supposed to do. I was stuck and stumped. I sat with myself. I slept. And slowly but surely, I started to regain my sense of self and faith. That is what happens when you spend time alone. That can be done from a meditational space, could be done with yoga, could be done with riding your bike, but you have to have time to yourself to sort yourself out. My word and theme for this year has been discernment. In order to sit in discernment, you have to spend time alone in thought, thinking very detailed and strategically about what it is that you're working with and working on. I have a buddy who is always on the go. His life requires more than that. The things that he wants require more than that. And he got a wake-up call to do that. Like you can't continue to have people around you who are not helping you, even though you may be helping them. You can't continue to give and never get any type of reciprocation. It is going to cause and create problems for your life. And that's just the way that it works. Because of the fact that you're afraid to be alone, to sit with yourself, to come to the conclusions about your life in order to change them that you need to come to, you're hiding in these people, running from your work. And until your work gets done, things are not going to change. You learn more about yourself when you sit alone and go through your process. We consistently, as soon as you get out of a relationship, you consistently pack people on top of each other. You consistently draw into people's drama. You consistently find ways to avoid all the things that you have to do in your life. But they're not going to go away until you deal with them. So hiding and dodging and procrastinating and all of those things that we seem to do nothing good for us until we start to focus on bettering ourselves and attracting people who are better for us. All those friends and hey, yay, team, minion people, when you start going through your dark moments, you get a real opportunity to see who your friends are and who they aren't. You get a real opportunity to see who is just around you because of what they can do for you, what you can do for them, not what they can do for you, you know. And that is huge. But you got to do that work, because once you get on the other side of that work, then you get all these really genuine people. You get these really great opportunities. You get, you know, exactly what you need and what you require based on doing that detailed work and figuring out what those things are. There's no other way to do that. So, if you need to reference somebody, if you need to be able to further investigate, you know, find folks who have gone through some things and have turned their situations around, and you will find the references that you need to know that there's faith in doing this work, that there's strength in these people who do this work, who turn their lives around, who come from certain situations and triumphantly change the circumstances of their lives. This is part of the reason why I do Sunday's Truth, because I talk to myself and I talk to you while I talk to myself. You know, I work out my problems through these spaces, and I'm trying to encourage and help those people who are in need, or, you know, who just need some thought, some push, some encouragement. And that's what it's about. But you have to be alone. If you're in a relationship, it should be very easy to explain. I need some time to myself. I got this process I got to go through, and I love you, and you know I do. I just got to have a little time when I get to this place so that I can find out exactly where I am and what I'm supposed to do. You strengthen your intuition. Trust me when I tell you that people do that work. They drink a lot of water. They meditate, they spend time alone, and when they start to become these things that they're manifesting that they need to become, when you start to hang out again, your levels of intuition and discernment are going to be so powerful. You're going to know who you need to be around and who you don't. It's going to become painfully obvious, and the pain won't last. Because when you renegotiate how you feel about those folks and what they do and don't do, you're going to know that you made the best decision possible in order to get the results that you want. And this, my friends, is another Sunday's Truth. Fathom DJ, hashtag findingfathomdj.com. Ooh, I'm sorry, I'm sleepy. It's been a long day, long weekend, another long one coming up. Hashtag Finding Fathom DJ. I'm sending you cosmic kisses and well wishes. And that's it for me today. Space.